Hey, welcome. Today we're tackling a very modern problem, anxiety, with a surprisingly ancient solution. We're going to dig into the 2,000-year-old wisdom of Stoicism and see how it can be a super practical tool for finding some calm in our pretty chaotic world.
So, does this question hit home? That feeling, that constant hum of stress about things that are just completely out of your hands. If it does, trust me, you are not alone. It's kind of the background noise of modern life, isn't it?
But what if I told you there's a game plan, one that's been around for over 2,000 years, designed to deal with this exact feeling? And no, it's not some complicated philosophy. It's a practical, straightforward tool for a calmer mind.
Right now, most of us live in what you could call the anxiety trap. We are just bombarded 24/7 by the news cycle, our social media feeds, constant pressure from work. It feels like you have to have an opinion on everything, a plan for every worst-case scenario, and honestly, it's just exhausting. And that brings us to our answer from way back when, Stoicism. Now, forget that stereotype you might have in your head of some stiff, emotionless robot. Real Stoicism is much cooler than that. It's more like a practical operating system for your mind.
In the core of this entire system, the thing that makes it all work hinges on one incredibly powerful idea. It's called the dichotomy of control.
Okay, so what is that? Well, the Stoics argued that the root of almost all our anxiety, all our frustration, comes from one simple failure. We don't separate the things we can actually change from the things we can't. This is all about drawing a very clear line in the sand.
Think about where you spend your mental energy every day. The Stoics would say we waste most of it over here, in the not in your control column, and that just leaves us feeling drained and powerless. The whole secret is to shift our focus entirely over to the other side, to the things we actually can control.
So let's talk about that. Let's focus on your power, that small but incredibly potent circle of things that you truly have command over.
This, right here, this is your domain. See, it's not the event itself, but your judgment about it. It's not what someone else says or does, but your reaction to it. You can't always control the final outcome of a project, but you 100% control the effort you put into it. And maybe most important of all is the mindset you choose to bring to any situation. This is where all of your power is.
Now, for the other side of the coin, which, let's be honest, is often the harder part, accepting the uncontrollable. And this isn't about giving up or being passive. It's about being smart with your energy.
This is where so much of our stress lives. You can't control someone else's opinion of you. You can only control the quality of your own actions. You can't control the stock market or the traffic or the weather, and you absolutely cannot change the past. Real peace doesn't come from trying to wrestle these things into submission. It comes from learning to accept.
So how do you actually use this when you feel that anxiety starting to build? Think of it like a quick mental filter. Step 1, just pause and identify what's actually worrying you. Step 2, ask yourself that crucial question. Is this thing truly 100% within my control? And then step 3, if the answer is yes, take action. If it's no, your job is to act on the tiny piece you can control and then practice accepting the rest. And that's really the whole practice. Applying that simple filter over and over again is what builds your path to calm. You stop fighting battles you can't win, and you start focusing on where you can actually make a difference. And again, this isn't about being passive. It's actually the opposite. It's about being incredibly strategic. You're taking back all that mental energy you were wasting on things that don't deserve it, and you're reinvesting it where it actually matters, in your own thoughts and your own actions.
Look, the world outside is always going to be a little chaotic. That's a given. But your inner world, that doesn't have to be. By mastering your response, you get a kind of freedom that no external event can ever take away. So I'll leave you with this. What's one thing that's outside your control that you can choose to let go of today?